Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello nice people, welcome to English Lesson with me, Brahma Suryani. And I hope all of you in a good condition. Today we will learn about narrative text. Apa sih itu narrative text? Narrative text is an imaginative story to entertain people. So, an imaginative story that aims to entertain people becomes an imaginative story or fairy tale whose purpose is only to entertain someone. Beberapa tipe dari naratif text yang bisa kita temui biasanya adalah first, fairy tales or dongeng, and the second is folk tale or cerita rakyat. Third, there is fable or cerita tentang binatang. And the last one is a legend or legenda. Nah, sekarang kita akan membahas tentang contoh dari fairy tales. Ada Snow White dan The Goose with the Golden Eggs. About the Goose with the Golden Eggs is a fairy tale about a goose and golden eggs that are imaginary. For other examples of fairy tales are Cinderella and Sleeping Beauty, which is just an imaginary fairy tale. Contoh yang kedua, ini tentang folk tales or cerita rakyat. In Indonesia, there are so many folk stories, and for examples are Malin Kundang and Sangkuriang. Those are examples from folk tales. Next ada fable or cerita tentang binatang. As said before, the fable is stories about animals or fairy tales about animals. For examples are about the ant and the dove, the ant and the grasshopper, or for other example is the deer, and so on. So all stories about animals, fairy tales about animals are called fables. Yang terakhir adalah tentang legend or legenda. An example of the legend of Banyuwangi. So if the legend usually talks about a place of origin, such as a legend of Banyuwangi and the legend of Tobalik. Kita lanjut ke purpose-nya atau tujuannya. In the purpose, it is always asked if in the matter of text, if there is a question. For example, the question, what is the text written? The text is written for. What is the purpose? What is the social functional? And then what is the writer's intention? So if there are these words that have been given this black color, written for, the purpose, social functional, the writer's intention, it means that this question is about the purpose or the purpose of writing the narrative text. Tujuannya adalah yang pertama to amuse untuk menghibur, sedangkan yang kedua itu to entertain. Jadi tinggal milih, mau to amuse boleh, mau to entertain juga boleh. And the third is to teach us to have a good character. Usually in a story, there are characters who have certain characters, right? So we can learn from that. The fourth is to make us learn something from the story. That's about the purpose. Remember that later you just have to choose if not to amuse, then to entertain, if not to entertain, to teach us to have a good character, if not to make us learn something from the story. It's just a matter of choosing. If, for example, there is a question about earlier, you just have to choose the multiple choice. Kita lanjut ke generic structure from narrative text. Itu ada apa saja? The first is orientation. Now, this orientation usually contains the introduction of characters, place, and time, and is usually also located in the first paragraph usually. And the second, there is complication. This complication contains the problem that excited in the story earlier. And the third has a resolution. If there is a problem, of course, there is a solution to the problem. Now, this is the solution to the problem called resolution. And the fourth, there is reorientation. But especially, for this reorientation, usually is optional. Optional. Whether it exists or not. Now, this reorientation usually contains moral values. Kemudian kita ke language features-nya atau ciri-ciri kebahasaannya. Biasanya teks naratif itu ciri-cirinya apa aja sih? The first, to ask the adverb of time. So, if for example the adverb of time is starting with once upon a time, then one ago, long time ago, like that, it for example it starts once upon a time, one day, long time ago. Remember this, the easiest features. Without us have to read the text, we already know that it is narrative text. Next ada past tense. The second one, it uses the past tense, whether it uses the simple past tense or the past continuous tense, which clearly it uses the past tense. For example, he lived in the jungle, so he has the ed from behind, usually using verb to. Like she saw a big house, usually uses verb to. Next, ada specific character. There are character specification, so there are special characters. Usually told like, for example, Aladdin, then Snow White, Cinderella, the ant, and the dove. So there are certain characters that are told. Ada action verb. The verb is in the form of verb to, usually correct, like killed, cried, saw. Next, ada juga time conjunction. The time conjunctions are done, went, suddenly, and so on. Next, ada direct speech. This is the third special feature. If the first type exists, it uses the adverb of time, then uses the past tense. What we often encounter to distinguish the direct speech is like a direct sentence. So it is still the second when people are talking. Now this uses direct speech. Now I will show you some examples of analyzing narrative text. I took it from the YouTube source. The link is in the description box, and let's see with an example of how to analyze narrative text.
Example of narrative text: a story of the ant and the grasshopper. In a field, one summer's day, a grasshopper was hopping about, chirping and singing to its heart's content. An ant passed by, bearing along with great toil of corns. He was taking them to the nest. "Why not come and chat with me?" said the grasshopper, "instead of toiling and moiling in that way." "I am helping to lay up food for the winter," said the ant, "and recommend you to do the same." "Why bother about winter?" said the grasshopper. "We have got plenty of food at present." The ant went on its way and continued its toil. When the winter came, the grasshopper found itself dying of hunger while the ants were distributing corn and grain from the stores they had collected in the summer. Well, do you know why that story can be labeled as a narrative text? Now let's see the structure to prove it. Generic structure of the ant and the grasshopper story. The first paragraph is what we call orientation. It is the first information of the participants inside the story. From this paragraph, we see that ant and grasshopper are the participants. They were in the field on one summer's day. The second paragraph describe a little complication. It is a little debate between the ant and the grasshopper. It happened when the ant collected some food for future stock while the grasshopper thought it was nonsense. The story complication is written based on a social conflict. A complication should be ended. We see it in the last paragraph. We know that by seeing the phrase, "When the winter came the grasshopper found itself dying of hunger." The writer chose the ant to be the winner. Well, that's all our lesson about narrative text for learning English in high schools. Thank you.
The link for this video is in the description box, or you can visit the VKS Project YouTube channel.
Langkah pertama, fokuslah pada pertanyaannya, bukan pada teksnya. Karena ketika kita fokus pada teksnya, waktu kita akan habis untuk mengartikan kosakata-kosakata di dalam teks. Kita lihat, teks ini teks apa? Karena ada kata one day, maka teks ini bisa kita simpulkan adalah naratif teks. Jika ada pertanyaan tentang about, berarti teks tersebut menanyakan topiknya. Apabila pertanyaan berupa topik, maka jawabannya biasanya berupa judul. Kalau di sini tidak ada judul, maka jawaban dari topik adalah berupa hal yang biasanya disebut di dalam teks. Yang paling disebut di dalam teks yang mana sih? The Lion and the Little Mouse. Karena dia teks naratif, maka dia adalah interesting story. Maka kita tinggal nyari di sini. Dari A, B, C, D. Yang ada kata-kata interesting story dan lion and mouse itu yang mana sih? Yang ini kan? Berarti jawabannya adalah yang D.
That's all from me. Sorry if I have a mistake. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you in the next video. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.